Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully everybody is ready for the weekend. I know I need I'm a little hungover, everything going on this whole week with the election and everything. But got to talk about a lot of big things that are going on. But good morning, everyone. Good to see you, Lee. Good to see Michael, everybody on social media. Welcome back to this Friday so far. A lot of stuff that's been happening due to the transition that's going on. Hopefully you guys are paying attention on a couple of things that have been moving. Market's been looking pretty good so far. I know people's IRAs are looking pretty damn good. We're getting all-time highs on a lot of big stocks, technology stocks, all that stuff. Got a nice little move on this INDI. What a nice little pop on that one. We're going to talk a little bit about that one too. But I want to go over a couple of news that I was listening to. So anyway, yesterday, obviously, President Trump is going over some of his transitions. He was talking a little bit about, and by the way, very, very important. Okay. Once again, do not take it in a wrong way that you have a new president. We are all the same traders. I have to remind everyone that because I always get people think like, oh, you're favoring Trump. You're not. Listen, it's not in favor of anybody. It has nothing to do with it. What's important right now is what is his game plan? And let me tell you what I heard yesterday, because certain stocks are going to be moving. So you're going to have some great opportunities, some swing trades, and some really good short-term day trades. So this is what he basically has been proposing. If he wins the House, which it looks like he will, you'll have all three forms of government. When you do that, just like when the Democrats had it, when Biden was in there, you could really pass anything you want. So when Biden was actually coming out with certain things, what he wanted to pass, there was a lot of stocks that we made a lot of money on regarding about the whole new Green Deal and stuff like that. A lot of stocks did really, really well. Some of them got crushed. So now what's nice about this time, it's the opposite. So you're going to see, it's not like the same old that of what happened with the Biden. Now you're getting a whole new president coming there. You're getting a whole new list of stocks. So this is what he basically talked about. He wants to drop he wants to drop all the corporate tax down to 15%. Now, if he gets all forms of government, he could do that. Okay. So right now they're at 21%. He wants to drop down to 15%. The only people that are going to get it will get that deduction if you only build in America. Okay. And then his goal is he wants to tariff anything that's coming outside the country. So, and he'll raise to 20, 50, 100%. He doesn't care. He wants everything built in America. He's going to drill, and he's going to want everybody, any company that makes anything in America is going to get a big, big discount. Now, let me explain something to you. 6% of a tax savings of a corporation on their bottom line is huge. That's a lot of money. Okay. Now, what we need to focus on is what companies are building in America. Okay. There are certain companies, certain stocks, and you're starting to see which ones they are. Okay. Certain chip stocks like Intel, they did really well. They had a nice little move yesterday, finally making a big pop. You had NVIDIA making obviously a new high. So all those tech stocks are doing pretty well. Now, I know some of those chip stocks are obviously made overseas, like in Taiwan and stuff like that, but a lot of them are getting crushed. Yes, right, Samuel, same thing. The Chinese stocks are going to get crushed, okay, in the U.S. market. And I know that he's going to be putting regulation on some of them because some of them are not really reporting. It's like the Chinese stocks, they have a different set of rules to corporate America stocks that are public. So those stocks are going to take a big hit. So not only are we looking on the long, we're also looking on the short. So another thing he wants to do also is because we're very, very short on energy, on electric, we're getting crushed on electric. We just can't keep up with it. You're going to start seeing and he wants to bring down the price of electric. We got to focus on some of the smaller stocks regarding about nuclear. So nuclear power, I know obviously it's everything against, the left side about, the Green New Deal. But if he starts building those in certain states, in certain countries, in certain states that do allow it, which can spill into other ones and start to build these gas lines, some of these little other companies that we saw obviously could take off. And we've seen them already. Okay. Some of those nuclear companies I want to keep an eye on. And once again, they could be very good swing trades. Okay. So, you got to listen as a trader what those policies are going to happen. You have to read between the lines, okay? You have to read between the lines because, once again, those policies are going to make these stocks are going to move, and this is how living. So we have to be focused on those things. Right, once again, Lynn and Randy, the data centers, Google, they know they don't have enough power to handle everything. They need more electric. They're short, okay? They're extremely short on it. So what do they listen? Amazon built a huge area where we live here in Long Island. They build all their cars electric. All those Amazon trucks going around, they all run electric. We're short electric. Our electric bill went up about 13% from last year. Went up another 10%. We're short power. Okay, so I think he's going to take the mandates away, a lot of the mandates away. But I think he's saying you got to listen to what he's saying. If he takes those mandates away, all the funding like on solar panels and stuff like that. Well, I'm telling you, if you're looking to get solar panels, you better get them now because they're probably going to be gone. Those stocks can get crushed. All right. So let's just read between the lines always. But I know that 15% corporate rate built in America is going to crush, car industries that are built in Mexico, German cars, any of those things. The car industry wants to build that furniture that's not built here in the U.S. He was down in Carolina. He was talking about all these furnitures that are not built here, that built in China and stuff. They're going to get taxed heavily, and he's going to bring the corporates. It's basically a wash. He'll raise the taxes there. He'll lower the taxes here in America. He wants everything built here. So any of those companies still here, we're going to focus on them. So we'll see them. So, and let me tell you, here at Cyber Trade University, this is what we do. We're going to look and we're going to watch certain stocks that are in that industry. We're going to see them happening. Okay. They're going to see them coming up. And once we see one of them, they're all going to move. So you always find out here first how we find them. We focus on the big percentage gainers and losers. So I really think in the next couple of weeks, you're going to get a nice little bump on certain stocks, and they're going to pan out. And then they're going to probably be a little bit more of a long-term trade. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. A couple of things here. Lynn and Fausto, haters already out there, investors, digital back, Trump traders, policy questions remain on Yahoo Finance. Randy, you're going to hear that everywhere. And you know what? Those haters, listen, I don't want to make Cyber Trade University look bad, but you have to understand, Goldman Sachs is doing it. BlackRock's going to do it. They're all going to do it. And this is what I always tell everybody, short them. If you're in this market, if you really think it's I short them, you know what? That's what it is what it is. Okay. So you can't take things personal when it comes to trading because you'll end up losing terribly. Sam, I'm a believer in nuclear, but it has been done right. Building nuclear plants is expensive. They need a good regulation so you don't get meltdowns. Samuel, you got one thing too also. This is not like 40, 50, 60 years ago. They're smaller. They're better. Listen, France does it. Germany does it. They all do it in Europe. They have no choice. I mean, there's no place where they can get it. So I guess they're doing a good job with that. Michael, companies are in the U.S. to get tax breaks too. Yeah, it's gonna run everywhere across the board, Michael. Anyway, let's go do some shopping. Let's see what's going on regarding some stocks. Anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday because yesterday was a pretty good day on some stocks. SMCI is still pushing up pretty good. Not a huge winner, but it's been turning a little bit more of a swing trade. It was a really good buy at 21. So I don't know if supercomputers works here in the United States, but if they do, you know what? And they build there, these things could kind of pick up. And obviously, I saw a little bit what happened with Intel. Lockheed Martin doing pretty well. I know they build a lot of their stuff here in America. I know they want to rebuild the military. I own that still as a swing trade, Lockheed Martin. So the only issue with Lockheed Martin, it's expensive. It's the only issue with it. All right. Bitcoin, you obviously know what President Trump said about Bitcoin. He's a huge fan of Bitcoin. A lot of people are anti-Bitcoin, but Bitcoin did really, really well. You could see the ETS, IBT moving pretty well. IBTU, all these stocks did really well. Moving down the list, Home Depot making a little bit of a comeback too. I mean, you could see it working down that list. What's doing good, what's not doing well. Okay. The only issue I have is Tesla's doing great, but I know Tesla does make a lot of cars in China, but I don't know if he's basically they're not bringing them over here. I think they're selling them over there, but I know Tesla is doing well because they do build here. And obviously him being on his transition team, He just made, I just heard yesterday, he made $30 billion, right? $30 billion. Is that crazy? How much money he made in the past, week? So not a stupid guy. All right. Anyway, we got that. That one did really well. A couple of the stocks I want to talk about. So we had those twos, Lunar, LUNR. That one did really well. Lunar, obviously, nice little push. Looks like it's testing some resistance levels, but looks like that one did really well. CORZ. That one was a really good push yesterday, too. You can see how that stock just went up all day long. Did a nice push in the morning, did a push in the afternoon, a little bit smaller, nice little minor. Wolf, WULF, another minor stock, moved up really, really well. Cheap little stock. Unbelievable. PLTR, keep a close eye on that stock. I got in it. I sold it, took a quick little loss. Thank God I did, but it came back. This is another stock you got to keep an eye on. PLTR. VJ, whatever his name is, Vice President. He's a little connected with this stock right here, but not only connected with the company a little bit. This company does military security, which is going to be huge. Okay, APPS, another one, was a nice little short. Got a little bit of a bounce on that one. All right. Anyway, let's go see what's happened this morning. Anyway, I know you guys saw this stock this morning. What a great run up early in pre-market, but I don't think it's really worth it. It's an IPO came out. Just scratch this out right now. VMAR, maybe. This one is not bad. This one, not a lot of orders out there. You could see right here. Big order showed up around 4:30. Got good volume, good spread, 17 million shares. We'll put this on the watch list. VMAR, second biggest percentage gainer. This one too, INDI, another nice little push, but she just came back down. This one has got a 3-layer cake on the bottom. Looks like, meaning orders are filling up here. Remember, everything gets multiplied by 10, 10 when the market opens up. We're just looking at pre-market. INDI, another nice little push. Semiconductor, okay? Yeah, all these semiconductors are doing really well. And then now as we work our way down that list, I didn't see anything great that made any good moves yet. I mean, as spread-wise, I wasn't too impressed. This one, like volume was low on this one. This one's up 20%. This one's up to 18%. But the volume was too low for me for my liking, all right? 17%. This one moved up pretty nicely, but it's expensive. Yeah. This one, volume is light. Remember, what is today? Today's Friday. Friday, we don't really have the greatest days moving up too much. Okay, this one's taking a big hit right here. Nothing really good on the losers. We had this one, Lucy's, looks pretty good. We traded this stock in the past. Got a couple of orders over here, shown over here at $6, $3.50. It's kind of trading the middle. Nothing really, no real. You could see it even in pre-market. It had a good move yesterday going into the close, but it's kind of flat right here. We'll put it on the watch list. If it wasn't such a small list, I probably wouldn't even add it on to it. What was this? DocuSign, Docs. That one got a big push, but I traded that stock before. Very, very risky stock. Very volatile. Bills, no. All right, so we got NVIDIA. That's up here pretty big. Tesla's still holding pretty strong. But keep an eye on the that was a great mover yesterday. TSLA. That one's pretty good. So keep an eye on DJT. It's building some support levels here. If it holds here right around these prices, remember, we need consistency right around the 25-ish. If it holds there, we're pretty good. It's not the easiest day trade stock. It's more of a swing trade. LCID, electric car company. I don't know how well that's doing. That one's not doing too well. And that pretty much does it. Sone's doing pretty well too. SOUN. All right, let's get ready for the market open. Anything I'm missing that I did not call up? I'll keep an eye on this one, Lewis. SOUN. That was a good one from yesterday. I have Lunar on the list. I put it on there, but I wasn't. Let me put it back on there. Hold on. LUNR. It's flat. It's holding here pretty strong, but like I said, Samuel, it's got resistance levels right around here around 10. I think unless it breaks 10, then we'll come back to it. But we'll see it show up on our watch list. We'll put it on there. We'll keep an eye on it. Put it on the B list. Anyone on social media? Anybody else out there looking at it? What else we got here? We got Sones SG. Yeah, that one just stay away from. That one took a big hit with earnings announcements. Not really going anywhere. I would probably stay away from that one. All right, traders. Market opens up about 15 minutes. Let's get ready for the market open up. We'll come back. We're gonna me and Josh will be back in trade going into the open. If you're watching on social media, take your phone, scan the QR code top left-hand corner. You can come join our trading room. We're live here all day. Like us, friend us, ring the bell. All right, and hopefully we'll see you in there. Traders, like we always say, you see something, say something. I did 2 big events yesterday. If you're new here to Cyber Trade University, like we always say, please don't buy anything that we trade. You're only here to watch. You want to make sure this is something for you. I know it is for you, but the only way you're going to know it is see how everyone else does. Just look, listen, and learn. For everybody else, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be back in 15 minutes. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading.